I think we're watching from the same point, and what's happening, we said, was it's just things which were predetermined. At least we've been saying this will come. Okay, the way it's coming.
Let's start making sense with the most recent, the release, the final release of the vetting, the results of the NUP vetting that outed the list of flag bearers for the National Unity Platform. Where do you fall on this?
Like, I'm excited because what we've been saying, the National Unity Platform has exposed, been done by NRM sometime, and National Unity Platform did not read it. That right now, if you go to see the candidates they've listed, they've sort of, what I said, the cream has been lost. And intentionally, I mean by their choice, they've chosen to do away with their cream in the likes of Honorable Segona, and then their DNA of artists and musicians like Warukaga and others has come up. And it is unfortunate for the country that we are going this way. I told you the NRM had keeps losing its cream, but it has also shown in the biggest oppositional party. Of course, it reflected by the by corrupting the FDC formally, but now the NUP, out of what we see from the NUP list, it is unfortunate.
Yeah, but there is also an argument that you'd be flawed in arguing that NUP is losing its cream, yet they had to undergo or undertake a thorough process, what they call a thorough process that involved combing the ground to check their popularity and also test their loyalty.
As they were doing that thorough process, which I advise against, they did not take into care what a legislature should be. An MP, what should they do? What are the roles of an MP? Clearly, because for councillor, you could excuse them on some of the clients. But, for example, I will talk about Honorable Segona. Even NRM needs a man like Segona. And then you have him, he has not crossed to what are you gathering? As I always blame the NRM, as you look quantitatively, you should of NUP, I mean, NUP.
They can shape, and they can, the people who can further, they can shape, and they can, the people who can further prop the agenda of the party.
Yeah, it might look so, but let me tell you, for NRM, they could do that to compromise, because what the NRM does is, for them, they are just clinging on. They know their end is near, but they are just clinging on. So for them, you could even excuse them to look at quantitative numbers. Quantitatively, they look at numbers and they're like, whatever preserves us, we no longer, whatever we've done it. But you, National Unity Platform, who wants to come to cause a change, institutions have been killed in this country, both politically and all other institutions. Then you bring some candidates, you bring us candidates who you see cannot build, cannot add on anything.
I could only ask where you find them lacking, but let's first engage the Secretary General of National Unity Platform, David Louis Rubongoya, who is on the campaign trail. It's day 3 of campaigns, and so far, Hakim, we would love to hear from the Secretary General first about the storm in the wake of the new list of MP candidates, and 2, his observations of how the campaigns are running so far.
All right, good morning, Simon Kagwanjala. We are coming to you live from Jinja here, where the NUP presidential flag bearer Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu with the entire NUP machinery are here in Busoga sub-region where they are campaigning. And today is day 3 of the campaign trail. They started on Monday, and then yesterday they were in Buyende and Kamuli, and today they are also having another campaign trail in Luuka and also Kaliro, where they are going to take a message of change to the people of Luuka and Kaliro. As said, I'm having the Secretary General of NUP.
Very much, and a good morning to all those viewing us. The campaign trail has so far been very good. You can see the hunger for change, the thirst for change everywhere we go. You can see the masses that are coming out to these events to receive our President, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. So there is a lot of excitement, a lot of hope amongst it, thereby making us travel very, very long distances. We had planned to, for example, be in Kamuli by 4 p.m. yesterday. We ended up reaching almost at 6 p.m. Why? Because they made us take very, very long, dusty roads instead of using the main routes. Why? Because they fear us going through the main towns.
Your chance of meeting even the people who are in the villages there, is it?
It should be our decision to make, not their decision to make. It should be us to determine that now we want to go to the village, now we want to go here, because it should be up to us. And for example, yesterday you saw them block us from accessing an island where we were supposed to go and talk to the fishing community at the landing site and all that. So we were blocked from addressing those people because security forces and all that. Yeah. Where the military was brought in to predict ballots in favor of General Museveni and all. You can see the poverty, you can see all the challenges. First of all, it's unfortunate. We remember what happened in Luuka with a lot of sadness, but we believe we'll be able to talk to those people because we're going there. The last time we were blocked from speaking to them. We hope that today we will be allowed to speak to them and the people will be able to happen.
Okay. Yeah. Simon Kagwanjala is having a question for you about the new list. I don't know whether you're comfortable talking about it because Kagwanjala is asking about it.
What is he asking about?
Kagwanjala, if you can repeat for me the question you asked.
I can't hear. That is the same process that gave us candidates last time. Some won last time, some did not win. The same thing happened this time. Some won, some did not win. We have put in place a committee to receive and entertain complaints, and those who are dissatisfied with the results can definitely be able to, go and complain, and then their complaints will be looked into. But what I want to say is that our processes are transparent, they are fair. When you subject yourself to that process, you expect to either win or lose. You cannot go into a process where you think you're going to win. No. You know where we have come from. We had the harmonization process. We had all these things. The election management committee vetted these people. The committee sent out teams to the ground to find out their strength on ground and eventually gave us a list which we presented to the nation. Yeah.
There are so many people who are disgruntled about this entire process. What do you talk about it?
No, I don't think you are just trying to exaggerate. I don't think there are many people like you say. But like we said, even in this process, in the last election, some of the people who got tickets now did not get it.
Why did you choose Busoga? That this is why you are going to launch your manifesto, and then this is the region where you're supposed to pitch camp for a full week. You are here in Busoga.
Because Busoga has identified with NUP in many ways. The people of Busoga have showed that they truly believe in change. They want change, but also because of the challenges. If you're talking about one, need to get that first chance. But I want to tell you that it is the leaders from Busoga.
The one for fishing, it came out very pronouncedly on the first day, and then also there is also the issue of land here in Busoga, and then also there is also the issue of land here in Busoga, and the sugarcane is also one of the issues which Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu is addressing and talking to the people that he's going to be addressing in his first 100 days if elected President of the Republic of Uganda. Back to you at the Political Command Center.
Well, thank you very much, Hakim Kanyere, bring us live the Secretary General of the National Unity Platform. There is we find this hula balu misplaced.
It cannot be misplaced if it comes from core values, even in its vetting system, then it is likely not to stay for long. But
no,